Hello there and welcome. I'm BAMBULAB, and if you're new here, I really hope I'll earn your subscription today. Today I'm going to update you on my progress with my workshop. It's been going a bit slow, but I have been doing a couple of things. And in this video I'm also going to install my Creality Falcon 2 Pro, the 60-watt laser that I've made a video about a while ago. But now it's time to install it right here below my longer B140 watt laser. So we better get started. I don't have much room in my workshop, so I have to take advantage the best I can of the small space I got. And in previous video I insulated my wall over here, and I also installed some heat. I have gotten some shelf where I can put all my stuff. I even got more shelves over here. But on this wall, I basically had some old furniture, a couple of random shelves, and I just took everything down. I reused a couple of the furnitures, but I built them in so they would make more sense for what I have to do. Now I have built a new sturdy shelf system here where I can have my 3D printers. I have built a drawer here so I can pull out my isopropyl alcohol for my cleaning station. So when I'm taking out the build plate from my 3D printer, I can just dump it right down here. I'll also need to put in a drawer here where it is waterproof so I can pour in some hot water when I'm cleaning off the supports from the 3D prints. And over here, I just finished this today. In the past, I had to cover up my table. It took up a lot of space. I didn't have proper ventilation for spray painting terrain. So now, let me introduce you to my new spray booth. It got lights and it has a lot of room and space. It is 120 centimeters wide and 70 centimeters deep. That is 4 feet by 2.5 feet. So I have plenty of room here, and the most important thing, I got proper ventilation. There is a very powerful fan up here, and it just gives a very good suction so I can get all the bad stuff outside. I have covered everything in painter's mat. It is a felt with some plastic on the back side. If you're painting your ceiling and you drip on the floor, this will just absorb all the paint. It will also capture a lot of the vapors and overspray, and it will dry a bit faster because this felt will just absorb the paint. So I'm looking so much forward to try using this. And down here I got some shelf with all my spray paints. I will have to put in a door just to make it a bit more neat. And the door, I didn't fix that yet. It still looks like crap on the outside. I don't even want to show you until I have a project where I'm going to renovate this door. Now I will need to install the Creality Falcon 2 Pro. I got these drawer tracks and I'm going to make a shelf down here where I can pull out the Creality Falcon 2 Pro. So I'm going to start putting in some wood here in both sides and build this shelf. I finally got the Falcon 2 Pro installed and it is just working awesome. At least I hope, because I haven't tested it out yet. I want to bring you along to test it out. I got the hole drilled, but I still need to 3D print a bracket that I can mount down here. So for now, the machine is up and running, and I can actually pull it out if I need to, and then the vent will just align perfectly over here. And the USB cable and power, it just runs all the way up here because my computer is way back over here. And right now I got this set up to use Falcon 2 Pro, and everything is just right in order. So I thought, why not test it out? I have been thinking for a while now that I needed a new paint rack. The current one I have is very good. It contains a lot of paints and there's still room for many more. But I have one problem with it. I can't see the labels on each paint, so I've started to put on every other row just so I could see the labels. On all the acrylic paints, I have painted the top cap with the paint that is inside the bottle, but I don't think it is good enough. I want to see my labels. So I came up with a new design where I can see each bottle label. It has one disadvantage though, I can't hold as many paints as before, but I think it will work anyway. So why not use the Creality Falcon 2 Pro to test this out and see how fast I can cut everything. I will just load up my design. Usually I'm running this at 500 or 600 millimeters per minute, but I think this time I will bump it up to 1000 and see how this laser handles it. This is some sides and the holders for my paint rack. And I put in a 40 by 40 centimeter piece of 3mm plywood, and now the laser should be ready. Air is running and everything is up, so it's just about hitting start. It actually seems to cut right through in one pass. Maybe the next cut should be bumped at 1200 and see how that goes. And it's just cutting right through it like butter. I can see I should flip it 90 degrees because these are falling down. This is not a honeycomb, this is these swords. I have flipped it 90 degrees. I cranked it up to 1200 at max power. So let's see how fast we can do it. Oh, it actually dropped from 14 minutes to 9 minutes. That's quite a difference. Now this just works a lot better. Now the parts doesn't fall down between the swords. And damn, this is fast. Sorry my language, but I'm quite impressed. I think 1200 is the sweet spot for this type of wood. It is MDF with some birch veneer on both sides, so I think I will just continue to cut the rest with this one here on 1200 because these just pop out so easy. I ran out of big pieces of wood, so I had to put two together and cut it out, but I think when everything is glued it should work. Now this have been drying for about an hour. I'm using this kind of wood glue and it sets after about 20 minutes, but I let it sit for an hour and I just put random stuff on top of it to keep it down and let the thing cure. But now I think it is time to paint it. It actually turned out bigger than I thought, but the Creality Falcon just did its job and it did it fast. I also put some of this blue tape to keep it together, and I think it is still a bit wobbly, but now we can put some paint on it using my new spray booth. I got some very cheap spray paint from the hardware store, and it is the cheapest I could find. But we better get some air in here, and if the fumes are getting too strong, I can still open the door to the outside and fix this. The suction here actually works pretty well. I can still smell it, but it disappears quite fast. And if it is a longer painting session, I will definitely use a respirator or even open the door. And if I calculated correctly, this should hold 336 paints. I can have 28 in a row, and I got 12 rows. And this should dry pretty fast. I think I can start putting in the paint in about an hour, and then I can go to bed. This was my third workshop upgrade video, and I still have a lot of things to do there, but I don't think there is enough material to make a video about it until I'm going to maybe expand the workshop, and I will definitely keep you updated there. And a huge thank you to Creality for sending me the Falcon 2 Pro. I really appreciate it, and it is an awesome machine. It is fast. The only thing I have is it hasn't gotten the big cutting area like my longer B1, but it is very fast, and for projects like this paint rack, it is just awesome. The full cutting time were less than an hour for making all this, and I even had a couple of cutting mistakes here and there, so I had to do it over again. I ran out of wood and had to make a redesign of one last of these quarters here, but the machine itself, it is just awesome. So now I can actually see my paints. I can see the names. I tried to sort it out, but I will maybe change it after I have used it a couple of times, because I always find new ways to work, so the order of paints isn't necessarily set in stones. My washes had to stay in one of the old racks, but that is okay. Now they're accessible and I can quickly find what I need. This is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you already haven't done it, hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below what you think of organizing paints like this. And I will see you soon.